Hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm obviously outdoors at the moment. I'm not at home. It's an absolutely cracking day here in Sydney. And it's interesting because there's a real stillness in the atmosphere at the moment, a real stillness. And depending on what you do with that stillness, you'll either feel it as a beautiful sense of serenity, which is what I'm particularly feeling right now. I'm in a really nice breezy spot too. Depending on what you do with that, you're either going to feel very tranquil or you might start to feel a little bit listless and anxious. I would thoroughly recommend getting outdoors as much as possible in these current energies. Now, I don't want to shuffle these for too long. It's interesting. It was a full moon. Actually, it's going to be a full moon last night, but it was full as well. Did I say it's going to be a full moon last night? Okay, we really want to talk about last night's moon. Okay, it was full. Yes, so as per usual, I haven't slept very much, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's part and parcel of being somebody who is so strongly connected to the moon. Hence, moon heart readings. All right, let's just give this one a little bit more of a shuffle because it's asking to be shuffled again. Now, I just wanted to say... Before I get started, and I don't know if the reading will be about this, it's actually more important than the reading. Look, I haven't been called to do a reading. This is just, I may as well. If I'm going to talk, I may as well also pull some pretty cards. But the truth is, I'm here because I've been called for very, very strongly for the last, I'm going to say 24 hours to talk to somebody or somebodies that needs to hear this. So in my last reading, I was talking about children. And look, I'm feeling like this, God talks to us through many ways. I'm feeling like this very, very protective mama bear at the moment. And I'm not just talking about my own children. I'm talking about children in general. Just getting this very, very strong, almost overwhelming sense of a desire to protect our children. But the message that they want me to deliver to you is that because I was talking in my last reading, and I've talked in previous readings as well, about children who want to come down to the earth plane, souls who have already chosen you to be their parent. Another message, very strong message that's coming across is that, and honestly, it's to the point now where I cannot continue with my day until this gets out. So here we go, I'm spitting it out. There are many ways that children can come into your life. It does not have to necessarily be a situation where you birth that child, or you conceive that child. They want that message to come through really strongly. So for somebody, I'm planting a seed. For somebody else, I'm just confirming a thought that they've already had. Go with it. So one of the greatest acts of love, if not the greatest act of love, this is how it was worded to me, that a person can ever do, is to give a child who has not known love, or even who may have lost their parents, but they did say a child who has not known love, to give a child who has not known love, who has not known stability, to give them that is just the greatest act of love you can ever give. And sadly, we're living in a world where that is the reality for many, many children. So if someone watching this has thought about being in the foster care system. Now, I did a reading probably about a year ago, and I don't remember what it's called, but I know that I touched on, and I don't know if I've got time to do this because I don't know how much storage I have. It's just the kind of phone I have. It's just a very low storage phone, no matter what I do. So I'm talking quickly now. I talked about how with, you might say, the devil energies, however you want to think of that, okay? I'm just going to go with that because it's easier to formulate it that way. The devil energies, it's kind of a little bit like Spectre in Bond, where it's kind of like there's tentacles everywhere. It gets its tentacles into everything. Especially things that are traditionally meant to be places of love, places where God exists. They love that. You will find them in churches, you will find them in community groups, and sadly, I did say at the time, you will find them in the foster care system. Why is the foster care system so full of people who abuse children? That does not come from God. So be careful, because the devil does like to infiltrate many arms. So if you are getting called, I'm going to do this one first. If you are getting called to look into foster care, please do. Please do. Because it may be that their soul is calling out to you, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to birth that child. Yeah, so if you, for example, if you've been watching my readings and you might think I'm a little bit too old for that, or I can't have children, whatever it is, there is another way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's see, what do we want to talk about? See if it's related to what I just said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You know, I hear some people say sometimes, oh, I'm too old now, you know, that ship has sailed, I'm too old to have children. Bear in mind that wisdom is kind of helpful when you have kids. Yeah, I know if I had kids in my early 20s, I honestly, not because my heart wasn't in the right place, but I was not in the right space. I would have been nowhere near as diligent a mother as I am now. 1, 2, 3. So don't write yourself off. If your body still feels fine and is pulling at your heartstrings, please at least let the seed be planted. 1, 2, 3. They don't want to shuffle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That was a bizarre shuffle. You feel very strange today, cards. Confusion, see? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they don't want to shuffle. What's going on? Well, there is a bit of confusion. As I was saying, you know, in this stillness, if you allow it to, you can become quite listless. Yes, you can start to overthink, or you can start to just feel a bit foggy. I'm really drawn to the fogginess there. Serendipity. Okay. That one came up last time, actually, when I talked about the children, and I said you may start noticing children more and pay attention to how it makes you feel, or you may get similar messages to this, and I saw the serendipity card. Let's pull another one, though. 1, 2, 3. I feel like pulling another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Do try and ask for clarity. Don't try. Remove the try. Ask for clarity this full moon. Color. Oh, goodness, yes. So I was having a chat to somebody the other day who doesn't watch this channel, actually. But yes, somebody who actually does suffer from depression and is having quite a depressive episode at the moment. And one of the things what they talked about was that there's no color. Someone does have a decision to make. And that, look at that full moon. Huh? What did I just say? Confusion. Somebody is very confused about something, and it is an enormous decision that they need to make. I said ask for clarity this full moon. Ask for clarity. And what do we see here, by the way? That's water. That is water. Why is water clarity? Because water represents our emotions. Okay. Yes, that's right. That just reminds me. Sorry, this is how I work. Doesn't work for everybody, but that's fine. The people it works for, it really works for. I was told last night in a meditation, I did go to the Akashic plane yesterday, and I was told that there's a particular thing, but this is in my situation, that I was being presented with a certain situation, because now it was my time to choose between logic and intuition. Intuition, as I've said before, is a feeling. It's not a thought, it's a feeling, okay? And remember what Einstein said? So we should have intuition as the master and logic as its faithful servant, not the other way around, but we have got it the wrong way around in this society. That's why so many people fuck up so much, really. You want to make, and I don't mean impulsive feelings, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not saying, I feel like I want to go and do this, you know. I'm not saying somebody, for example, who's feeling a little bit like they're really bored and they're married and they just want to go and sleep with somebody. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if we have a situation, for example, where somebody has been, I want to say, emotionally starving in a long-term commitment for a really long time. That emotion, their emotions are telling them something. Please listen to how you feel about something. What's underneath it? Gaia, Mother Gaia. That came up in the last reading as well. That's interesting, because we now have the sun and the moon. That's the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Oh, I have to surrender. It is time to surrender to love. Yeah, I know how corny that sounds. That might be for me, actually. I'm thinking of going to Uluru later this year. That looks like Uluru to me, but that's a little side note for me. Thank you. I shall. We'll do that. Okay. All right. So choose with your emotion, but it's the emotion that persists. It's something that's just not going to go away. Might even be something that you're trying really hard to fight off because you actually are quite an ethical person. Yeah? That's how you know that it's valid and it's worth listening to. I'm not talking like a Knight of Wands type of thing. This is not that. Please, if you're listening to this, even if not everything I say resonates, because not all of it does, some of it will, all of it may, but please ask for clarity. Just in any respect in your life this full moon. I encourage you to do that. Okay, let's get 1, 2, 3. We might get 3 of these. I haven't used my angel oracle cards in a while. Energy oracle cards. 1, 2, 3. Angel of strength. Yes, sometimes you need the strength to walk away from something. It also takes a great deal of strength to push past the confusion. Oh God, what was I told yesterday as well? I was told marriages, but it doesn't have to just be marriage. I was told so many marriages are, what was the word? Performative. It's not real love. It's a performance. Make sure if you're in a commitment that it's, what was the other word? I'm so sorry, it's not coming to me. It started with a P as well. Purposeful. There has to be a purpose behind it. It should be purposeful, not performative, okay? You can't fake it till you make it. You can't, not with love, especially romantic love. All right, 2 more, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't work that way. God won't let it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, sun means truth. I know it's also joy. I always channel this card as joy, but it is also truth. Yeah, the sun is a truth. Please, you got to see it. It's so obvious. And again, where is her truth? You don't have to be a female. It's just a female in the card. Where is her truth? It's in the water. Yeah, it's in the water. It's in your emotions. It's in your heart, and you know it too. But look at that. Look what's on the back. Now, it almost looks like the same girl, by the way. Which one do you think's happier? Really. This is the one. This is very similar to the devil energy card. Yeah. This is somebody who still has attachments. And you see how that world is grey. There's no color there. You need to leave all attachments that rob your life of color. Okay. We'll get one more. And again, look what I just noticed as well. The baby. Yeah. Now, this to me is, I'm feeling this as a soul on the other side. A child soul that wants to connect with somebody who's watching this. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to conceive that child yourself. Be open to many possibilities. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Man holding a... Oh, thank you, universe. You are awesome, because I did forget. That's just how... Because they know how I work. I just see rich man, and I'm like, that is crazy. It is also... There is a masculine who is in this state of confusion, indecision. Do you see this? Indecision, confusion, decision. The decision needs to be made. They're calling for you to make that this full moon. Don't miss the boat, because it might be a while before you get another chance. You've got to work with the energies, yeah? Okay, they're with you this time. If you want to be brave, if you want to be brave, this is the courage card. This is the night to do it. Make a decision, align your heart and your mind, and the universe will hear you. And they'll take care of a lot of the things that you think are impossible to be taken care of. God is an amazing script writer. But what I was going to say here, I was told very clearly, there is a masculine who is being called, there is a masculine who works with children in some capacity. He is being called to do some pro bono work. That's why they picked this masculine, because he's the one that I would see as the rich man, yeah? Or at least he's in a stable position financially. You know who you are. You're going to know straight away. It's going to hit you. You're being called to do some pro bono work. Remember, everything that you do for God's children comes back to you. Now, are we done? We could be. We could be done right now. Will I get... I don't know. I've got another deck here. Shall I? What will we do? Yeah, why not? I'm going to do this for my beautiful friend who loves this deck. I don't know if she'll get a chance to see it, though, because she's going overseas tomorrow. She'll probably be too busy. Maybe she'll see it at the airport, if she has the time. I know she enjoys these, and she loves this deck. This is for you. You know who you are. Yes, your name starts with D. Okay. Oh, there is... What is this doing in there? I've not taken you out yet. Judgment. It's judgment time. There we go. That didn't happen for no reason. You can clearly see this is all happening in real time, and I didn't make that card do that. Okay, it's judgment time. Certain boundaries need to be crossed, okay? Don't be so fixated on boundaries. It's time for the parameters of your life to expand. And if they won't do that, just bust your way out of them. You may need to be a little bit aggressive. Oh, yeah, because I'm feeling aggressive right now as I shuffle these cards. And I'm seeing that lion there too, yeah? Mm-hmm. Do you know, I actually saw, I don't generally make a habit of seeing fights between lions and tigers, but I just happened to look up one time for my boys' sake, you know, because they asked what would win, a tiger or a lion. I would have always thought a tiger, just purely based on size difference. Nope. The lion, within a very, very short space of time, the tiger lay on its back and exposed its belly. It surrendered. And there was a sizable difference between them. There was. So it's about your energy. It's not about your size. So, what's this? Planning. Oh my God, I have to send this to her because she's going to Peru. She's going to Machu Picchu tomorrow. Oh God, I love Taro. I mean, I love Taro, but I love the universe. That's funny. I have to send it to her. This is awesome. Yes, it is a bit like magic, isn't it? I mean, it's not really like magic at all, but to us, because we don't understand exactly how it does all these things, it is like magic. Okay, let's get two more. 1, 2, 3. I'm just being completely guided here. See, I don't really have any control over this. 1, I love it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, one of the reasons they use me in this way, by the way, is because I'm not a control freak. Because I quite happily relinquish control. In fact, I said something like that before I started this. I didn't use those words, but I said, please just completely shut down my ego, have my ego completely silent. I want it to have no say in this reading, and you just tell them what you want to tell them. So I'm a pretty easy vessel to work with. Okay, all right, 1, 2, 3. Let's get 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, what do you got for my beautiful people? Whoa, expansion. That made me feel good. I hope you felt that, because I did. That's Jupiter. That's the lucky planet. And yes, it's a planet of expansion. Oh my God, what did I just say to you? Rewind. I said it's time to push past your boundaries. I said it's time for I think I even used the word expand. I said it's time for the parameters of your life to expand. Okay. I think I'm done. I'm just going to shut up. Stability came up in the last reading. Yeah, so you want to expand your world view. You want to expand what you believe is possible. But then it's also time to ground it. Remember the Mother Gaia card came up. Yeah, exuberance, please do get happy about it. You can clearly see here. How can I do this? I mean, I don't do card tricks. I'm no magician. It is time, and I don't always read this card this way. Last time I read this card, actually, because of the context of it, I read it in a just don't get too ahead of yourself, and start, building castles in the air. It is honestly time to get really, really happy now. Because if there is something in your heart. It's really, really deep. It runs really, really deep, that thing in your heart, okay? If you choose it, it's yours. And it may be difficult. There may be obstacles. It doesn't matter. Look how much divine assistance you have. It is time. And the thing that's going to make you so happy, so exuberant, that thing that's going to make you feel this way, at the same time, the beauty of it is it will stand the test of time. The foundation is very, very strong, okay? So it's not like you're giving up stability and safety in order to feel exuberant. The angelic realm, look at that, look what just came up. Did you see that? Light, the angelic realm. They're taking care of this, and underneath it, trust. Trust. Please, please, please have faith. It's time to have faith because it's yours. All you got to do is choose it. So I'm going to say it's judgment time. Decide, make the decision tonight on the full moon. I'll see you soon.